Zani is not the most overpowered or as overpowered as everyone claimed her to be, and this is why. Subscribe! As you can see in my channel, I have a history of ignoring things such as calculation, spreadsheet, Excel sheet, or anything like that. I go to practice and form my opinion here and there. Spreadsheet and calculation is cool and all, but it means absolutely nothing since the game is played on screen, not on Excel sheets. And in today's video, we are going to talk about Zani and Phoebe, that's said to be the most broken team in the game and blew everyone out of the water. But is it true? And what else we can do to test this character's worth, right? Except doing a good old Tower of Adversity, the loveliest endgame in Wuthering Waves. Alright, so first and foremost, do not believe the performance of Zani in this tower. Alright? Because any gacha games that just release a new character, they will promote their character to the endgame content, such as this. Okay? So, the enemies in this floor get spectral resistance debuffed by 10% and heavy attack damage, which Zani's attack increased by 20%. Hitting target with intro will applies 2 stacks of spectral frazzle, which is beneficial for Zani, and also this effect can be triggered once per second. Spectral frazzle damage is amplified by 100%. You know how crazy it is? 100% is actually twice of this. Twice of her signature weapon. So, do not believe any performance in the endgame, especially Tower of Adversity in the middle tower, right? However, we can test her and see her performance compared to other units in the side towers, where she is not buffed that much, alright? So yeah, today I'm going to test between 3 characters: Zani, played by Sentontas and Sweetly, and me with Xiangli Yao, a free limited character, free, of course, with his best in slot team Yinlin, and Lingyang, a standard unit character with Zezi, S4 R1. Alright, let's see how broken Zani is. Okay, now let's see the gameplay of Sentontas against the enemies of the left side of tower, which consists of monkeys, Huchis, and the Valiant Bringal. Alright, we'll watch how he performs. Now, some of you may believe that Sentontas is not that good in the game, but I disagree. Okay, though he is not the brightest in terms of hologram, right? I agree with that. But he is pretty good in rotating, okay? And Tower of Adversity is not about dodge and counter and things like that. It's about rotation, right? So yeah, I think comparing it with Sentontas is pretty fair in my opinion. Alright, this is me in the future. When I listening from the editing, I found that my words is pretty weird. So what I'm trying to say is Sentontas is pretty good player, and it is fair to compare his run because yeah, he is experienced in this stuff. Yeah, that's what I mean. Please do not misunderstand that I'm belittling him. Okay. Oh, by the way, before I start, his Zani is S0 R1 and he uses Eternal Radiance, which means the crit rate is going to be added by 20% and another 12.5% from Shorekeeper. Like so, around 85%, right? So yeah, let's just establish that first. So the teams he uses is Zani, of course, Shorekeeper, and Phoebe. Okay, he's played pretty good. Okay, now he got dazed, but it's okay. I'm going to count it and say, let's say he is not dazed, like that, things like that. Okay, turn to Zani, doing a rotation as always. She looks so cool. Alright, she hits hard. Then, okay, go to Valiant Bringal and look at the timer, okay? Okay, good. And he is going to the second rotation. Okay, he got catch. I will count that as well. Like as if he is not catch, right? Got caught, I mean. Okay, good. Look at Phoebe. He does no damage at all. Oh my days. I guess the price for confession state. And go to Zani and start her thing. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so finish at 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So, I count that he was staggered by the tornado, let's say at 2 seconds. And then he was grabbed by the monkey. So, at another 4 seconds. Let's say if he wasn't got staggered and caught, he's probably finished 6 seconds faster. So let's say he finished at 3 minutes 54 seconds. Okay, so yeah, now compare it to my Xiangli Yao.
Time. Zap string. It's our curtain call.
Eliminate. Partitions up. Pierce through the stars. Watch out. Export. Prop. Reconfigure it. Export. Prop. Reconfigure it.
Earth from the heart. I've had enough. Get lost.
Variable elimination. Disruption there. Confined within limits. Reconfigure it.
Burning the fridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume.
Okay, for my disclosure, by the way, my Xiangli Yao is S1R1, okay? So yeah, take it as you will. But according to Proid, when it's only like 10% damage increase, you know, it's not that much. Let's say just another at 4 seconds in the run, okay? If it's S0, alright. So yeah, this is my performance with Xiangli Yao, and as you can see, it finished at 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh my days. That is faster than Zani. Alright. And he is a character that was given to us for free in patch 1.2. And this is how he holds up against the overpowered unit in 2.3 in an anniversary unit. So I personally think, yeah, she is not that powerful. And yeah, now let's go to Lingyang, a standard character, right?
My time to shine. Drumbeat strong, ill fortune gone.
As you can see, he finished around 3 minutes and 59 seconds, right? Just around 3 seconds late before Yao, and probably around the same if there's a Zani optimized rotation. And to me, this is absolutely crazy. A standard characters that able to keep up this high. Okay, I think the game is still pretty balanced, guys. Now let's go ahead to compare her performance in the right side of the tower, that against Inferno Rider. Okay, so yeah, this one we are going to compare it with Sweetie Lee's run. I mean, Sweetie Lee is very good. Remember, she won the hologram contest few weeks back. Okay, so she is a big deal. Also, she's a CN player. You know what that means? Her stat is crazy. Yeah, that's just how CN works. I don't know how. I'm Chinese myself. I have Chinese descendant, but I'm not even that enthusiastic in the game like CN players and that. Okay, so yeah, let's compare Zani's run with Xiangli Yao and Lingyang. Alright? Okay, we start off with Phoebe. Also, by the way, this is not a bum rotation. She's a good in the game. Okay, as I said earlier, she's a very good in the hologram. She's great with the rotation. Okay, go to Zani. Oh my days. Okay, Zani ult. Oh, she deals a lot of damage. Okay, yep. Boom. I'll throw. Holy crap. Oh, a lot of damage. Right. Alright. Look at the finish time. 4 minutes and 7 seconds, right? Remember that. Now let's compare it to my Xiangli Yao and Lingyang run. As you can see, my Xiangli Yao S1 R1 finished 2 seconds faster than Zani. And let's say I'm S0, I'm probably finished at 4 minutes, 4 seconds? I still think that is very good, man. This is at the beginning of the rotation. It's not even at the end of rotation, right? Just like Zani previously. Okay, but that actually doesn't matter. So let's go to Lingyang now.
these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, can't think straight, need the light. I need a breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, under my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Hey, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to think about the segregation.
time to shine.
I think I need to just
Drum beat strong, ill fortune gone.
that's so complicated, intoxicated, inundated, just so I can see what you get fixated.
Watch out!
I'm lost deep in my mind, devastated. I have dreams when my life is devastated. Just don't feel that I wake up shaking. You think it's skin, cause this life is no haven. Nod your head, if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing?
Don't worry,
Did I do it
I
right?
got this.
Yeah,
Lions
all these thoughts
rumble,
keep me up at
evil
night.
crumble.
Can't think straight, need the light. I really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody loves the pain eternal, so they compensate with everything
from the
external.
heart.
I'm trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find a meaning of life. Hey, there's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life. Hey, be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step.
Nice pause, by the way. Okay, by the way, this is my Lingyang finish, alright? Before I switch to shorekeeper and end this mother father, okay? So yeah, even with my Lingyang, it's just 3 seconds late than Zani. Some people may say, oh, this tower is glacio reduced, okay? The enemy's resistance to glacio is reduced by 10%. But here's the thing. Remember the video I uploaded earlier this week that I say Lingyang does not have the best weapon and the best teammate that support him wholeheartedly like Xiangli Yao or Zani. I think having glacio debuff to the enemies is actually pretty decent to make the even playing field. Even with that, Lingyang is still under disadvantages because his attack is not as buffed as the other characters with their best partner and best weapon. Okay, what I mean is Xiangli Yao, an electro damage dealer that focus on liberation, has 105% damage M from Yinlin and his weapon. Meanwhile, Lingyang, with JJ and Xiangli Yao's weapon, is only buffed by a bit. As you know, Lingyang does basic attack and skill in his rotations, and his basic attack is only amplified by 32%. Meanwhile, his skill is only amplified by around 57%. So adding glacio debuff to enemies still not going to even the playing field here, let's be real. But then again, Lingyang still hold up there. Now let's talk about how I said that Lingyang's finishing the Inferno Rider in the end of the second rotation. Meanwhile, the other characters finish it in the middle of their rotation, but I said it doesn't matter, right? Because this game is not honkaistarrail, or this is not a turn-based game where your DPS is judged on how many damage you can do per rotation. This game is more action and have a lot of nuance in it. So the more skillful you are in the game, the more you're able to shorten the rotation of your characters, right? So let's make an arbitrary number that the HP of this Inferno Rider is, let's say, 1.2 million. Lingyang can do 1.2 million damage in a span of 2 rotations. Meanwhile, Xiangli Yao and Zani finish it around 1.5 rotation. At the end of the day, you finish your opponents based on the damage that you cost, not how many rotations that you need. So what if I need 3 rotations to defeat one enemies, the other only need 2 rotations, but we ended up in the same time? That doesn't really matter, right? Let's say the enemies has more HP, and then Lingyang need 3 rotations, and Xiangli Yao and Zani need like 2 rotations. So what? By the time Zani and Xiangli Yao finish their second rotation, my Lingyang already finished the third rotation, and then they kill the enemies in a averagely same amount of time. So yeah, I don't think that matters a lot in the game like this, where your focus is on the damage and the action that you do in a screen. That is why I do not care about spreadsheets. Okay, spreadsheets doesn't really care about the time and skill that is required to do these things, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. I do think Zani is not that overpowered. Do not trust the performance of Zani in the middle tower because yeah, she is heavily buffed here. She is still decent in here, but with Phoebe, her performance is kinda the same as Xiangli Yao, as Lingyang, and with Spectro Rover, he's even lower than that. But then again, this is not the first time that this happens, okay? Xiangli Yao would not be able to do what he does if he's not with Yinlin. Sure, you can have substitute like Jianxin or Yang, but of course the damage output will not be the same. Same as Zani and Spectro Rover with Phoebe, right? Of course, she's more comfortable to be played with Phoebe. And if you are playing with Spectro Rover, you need to be more sweaty about it. But that doesn't matter in my personal opinion, because in the end of the day, Zani will have her own special support, just like anybody else. Xiangli Yao with Yinlin, Jinxi with either Cantarella or Deche, and probably Camellia with Rochia, and things like that, right? So yeah, I personally think, based on what I presented you earlier, Zani is pretty balanced. Okay, even with Spectro Rover, yeah, her damage is reduced because Spectro Rover does not have spectral throttle amplification like Phoebe does. But at least you can see yourself, Phoebe in confession state does not do that much damage. I think the whole confession state only does like what, 50k, 80k maximum, right? Yeah, it's pretty fair that she sacrificed all of her personal damage to buff Zani. Meanwhile, Spectro Rover has much better potential in order to deal their own personal damage. Yeah, of course, at the end of the day, Phoebe will be much better than Spectro Rover in terms of damage and comfortability. But then again, that happens in almost all premium DPS here in the game. I think it is okay, though you are getting a bit of different playstyle with Spectro Rover, but in the end of the day, what affects the whole thing is only damage, right? So yeah, and that's it for today's video. I personally think Zani is very balanced, and she performs around the same as other units. I personally think Jinxi is still better than Zani and more flexible in my opinion. So yeah, what do you guys think about this video? And what do you guys think about Zani? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell, ding ding, so you won't miss my next video when it's uploaded or live stream when it's live. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and see you soon. Peace.
Scene, but honestly,
All of you at once.
it just seems kind of typical.
All yours. Reduced to dust.
3 rotations at a full premium Giga build.
Fine graft you need. It's amazing. Art unveiled. A new technique. But I'm so tired.
Don't worry. Come on. This is my curtain call. Not bad.
Ordained. Phoebe. Witness the art's true form. A new technique.
Let's play hide and seek. Don't worry, I've got this. Drumbeat strong, ill fortune gone. Now it's my turn. How's that?
Ordained. I can roll with time. It's easy. Art unveiled. A new technique.
My time to shine. Lions rumble, evil crumble.